record. Okay, so I'm going to share some slides. Okay, everybody can see that all right? Awesome, okay. So let's just dive in then. If I can see where to, there we go. Did I go back too far? Okay, so first thing is first, and this will always be your main focus, whether you are a week into your business or you are 5 years into your business. This is always your main focus. So get to know the products. If you are like brand new to Beachbody, if you are brand new to coaching, your first job is really just to understand what it is that we offer. So understand Beachbody On Demand, be really comfortable with it. Understand what Shakeology is and what it's done for you. Use some of our other products, Energize, Recover, Beach Bars, Collagen. Like, we have so many incredible products out there. So make sure that you are being familiar with them so that you can share them with other people. Because when you feel passionate about something, it is so much easier to share that with other people. Obviously, fall in love with our products as well. And then start to tell people about what it is that we offer. Start to tell people about these workouts. Tell people about these meal plans, about the little portion controlled nutrition system, about Energize, about Shakeology. Just start talking about it. And then help people change their lives with the products. So help them feel as good as you feel. Help them feel as passionate as you feel. And then tell those people that they can actually help other people. So it's like this little ripple effect. And I know that in the beginning, when I first got started, I very quickly, it was like bubbling out from me. Why isn't everyone doing this? It just made no sense to me that people didn't even know about this. Like, I just kept thinking, this is so simple. These workouts are so amazing. They're so effective. Shakeology has changed my life. The nutrition plans are so easy to follow. Why isn't everyone doing this? And that was my mindset from the beginning. It's still my mindset now. So it is so easy to share my passion and share this because I feel so strongly that everyone needs this in their life. So use your resources. This is super important because there's a ton of information out there. And obviously you have an upline, you have myself, but it is also sort of your job to figure out where you can find information, because you're not always going to be able to ask your upline. Your upline might be busy. And quite frankly, your upline is working her own business too. So you want to be sort of like a leader in your own business and be able to find out where things are located, how to find how to find answers to your questions, and just to be able to know where to go. Of course, in the beginning, you're not going to know where to go, and that's okay. But I'm going to just show you a few things right now that are super, super helpful. So, and because I always screw this up, Raylan, can you just like nod that you can see the Beachbody website right here? Okay, good. Okay, so this is actually really helpful because a lot of people don't realize this. I just have a problem with this Zoom thing. So a really great way for you to see what your own products are, I just have to minimize this. So when you go into your teambeachbody.com, you will log in here. And of course, it's being slow. But there are a lot of really awesome things that you can do for your own business just right here in the website. And because my internet is now so slow, okay, here we go. I'm just going to log in. This is what we refer to as your back office or your coach online office or your COO. That is what you might kind of hear it referred to as. So right here, if you go up to Welcome Megan, so obviously it's going to have your own name. And then if you go into My Orders, This is where you will actually be able to see all of your current orders that you have. So maybe you're getting like Shakeology and Energize, or you want to see when your Beachbody On Demand is going to be coming up for renewal. And this is also how you can instruct your own customers to go look up their own orders as well. And right within here, you can actually modify any of your orders. So let's say you wanted to try a different flavor of Shakeology. You can actually come in here and you can change the order of your flavor of Shakeology. You can change the ship date if you want. So there's a lot of different things you can do in here. So this is where you would like click for details and you would be able to modify things. Also, like your payment methods are all in here. So lots of really, really helpful info. And then I'm just going to go into the back office here. Gosh, my internet is so slow right now. So this is the Coach Online office. So here's where you're going to see tons of details about your business. So of course it's going to seem overwhelming at first, but just play around with it and over time you will get more familiar with it. So this is where you're going to see like your current rank, if you've hit Success Club, if you're active or not. So these are all things that you want to pop in regularly just to check. If you have a new customer, you're going to see that show up down here under the My Business alerts. And then here is something that I always like to point out to people, because if you went into your back office, you might see a notification that you have a new coach in your organization. Now, just because they are in your organization does not mean that it is one of your own coaches. So that is why it's so important for us to all realize that this is Team Beachbody and we are a team. So when you see that there's a new coach in your organization, even though you didn't add them to your team and they don't actually count towards being one of your coaches, you reap the rewards of the volume that that coach produces if you are an Emerald or above coach. So we'll get to that, but just be really mindful that when you see like a notification like, oh my gosh, I have a new coach in my organization, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's yours, but you will still benefit from that coach. And that's the really, really cool thing about this business. And then of course in here you can see like your earnings for the week, different stuff like that. Within the My Business tab, there are lots of different ways that you can sort of look into your customers and also into your downline. You might forget this, but the only place where you should ever look to see your downline, so to see the coaches that you have added to your team, is personally sponsored coaches. No, sorry, I'm saying that wrong. Sponsorship drill down. That is the only tab. The other ones are going to be very confusing. So sponsorship drill down is what you want to click into in order to see your downline. It's the one that is easiest and makes the most sense. Within the Grow My Business tab, there are all kinds of training back here. If you want to learn about challenge groups, if you want to share any videos or information with customers, there are tons of stuff back here. Like literally, you don't even need to have an upline or a team page or training, because there is so much stuff that Beachbody has given us to run our business. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and then of course we have our team page. So this is Abundance Nation, our team page. And within the team page, there is so much information here. So we have our monthly team calendar, which I encourage everyone to always take a look at so that you're aware of what's coming up, different team calls and trainings. And then also within the file section, there are tons of different little information that I've put in here. So our Zoom links, as well as like sample workouts so you can hand out to people. And this one is probably the most important, third-party tools. So when you have someone that is interested in Beachbody On Demand, or you have someone that's interested in Bar Blend, or basically any of these things in coaching, Shakeology, you can just send them this video or this like doc, and you can say, here you go, have a peek at this, and then let's chat. So these are so great because you don't actually need to explain everything to everyone. It's a very simple business, and we want to keep it this way. So when you're chatting with someone and they are interested in joining your group or getting the workout programs, all you have to do is figure out why they're interested, get to know them a little bit more, and then you send them this, and then you follow up. That is essentially like the sales process. And then within the unit section of our team page, there are also some really helpful things in here. So all of the team calls are posted in here, so you can go back and you can check out some older team calls, as well as just some different information on different programs, as well as if you want to run a free group, here is the content for you to be able to just go ahead and run your own free group. And then the Coach FAQ. So the Coach FAQ is a website that you just want to always know. And this is where you can pretty much find any answer to questions that you have within Beachbody. So you can just type in a question right here, and Beachbody will like pull up a bunch of different articles and stuff for you to go through, and you can find your answer there. So the Coach FAQ, like I'll always say to my new coach, if they ask me a question, I'll say, did you check the FAQ? Because more often than not, it's in there. And then of course, YouTube and Google, you can find pretty much anything on YouTube and Google for this business. Every Monday, the company puts on what we call a national wake-up call, and that is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is a call that is available to all of us as coaches, and they just feature a different coach each week. And you can learn so much valuable information on these calls. I always watch the replay, but I tune in every single week for these calls because I honestly learn something new every single week. Plus you get to hear different updates that are happening within the company and new programs, etc. And then I always have my calls on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. The only reason why I wouldn't have a team call would be if I'm working a shift, because I'm also a nurse, or if I'm away, but otherwise team calls are always on Thursday, so just check the team calendar for that. Okay, so let's dive into the 4 vital behaviors. So these are the vital behaviors, and this is the foundation of our business. So number 1, be proof the product works. So that is going back to what we talked about earlier with just make this, what your focus should always be on you. So be proof that the product works. Does this mean that you have to have like a perfect body and perfect nutrition? No, absolutely not. But show up daily, do your workout, drink your shake, follow a meal plan. Just try to like be the best version of you, because that is going to be what inspires other people and what creates interest in what we have to offer. Share, connect, invite, and follow up. So share your journey on social media. Start conversations and just talk to people. Don't spam them, just talk with them and then invite them to join your next group. We're going to go into this a little bit later in the call, but that is just super important. Like, just be a human. I'll have people say to me, well, what should I say to her now? And I just like, what I do say is, well, just be a human. Like, just be a normal person. What do you think you should say next? Like, just don't worry about following a script or saying the right thing. Like, just be a human and talk with people. And when you feel passionate and you feel excited about what you're doing, that seems natural to want to share it with other people. So personal development. I resisted this, and I'm telling you, if you continue to resist personal development, you will get eaten alive in this business. You need personal development. As little as 10 minutes a day can totally change your life. Maybe personal development looks like a podcast to you, or listening to an ebook, or reading a book. Like, whatever it is, you need to get personal development into you, because you will grow as a person in this business. And if you don't grow as a person, your business won't grow either. So they definitely go hand in hand. And then get people results. So get yourself results, get your customer results, and get your coaches results. Okay, so your first goal as a new coach is to help 3 people get started with what we call a challenge pack. So more than likely, this is what you enrolled with, and this is what we encourage all of our coaches to help their customers get started with. So a challenge pack has everything that a customer needs. It has the workout programs, the recipes, the nutrition plans, a month supply of Shakeology, and that is like our total package solution. And it is the cheapest. If you were to purchase everything individually, you would end up spending like hundreds of dollars more. This is like a bundled little package, and it is extremely affordable in my opinion. So start with your friends and family first. That is what I always suggest. So just start chatting with your friends, with your coworkers, with your husband, with your sisters, with your mom and dad. Like, just start telling people who already know you, who already trust you, who already like you. They are more than likely going to be your first people that end up joining you in this business. So Achieving Success Club. So when you help 3 people get started with a challenge pack, you will essentially have earned Success Club. So you get 2 Success Club points for every person that you sign up with a challenge pack. So if you help 3 people, you will earn 6 Success Club points. And when you achieve Success Club for 3 months, within your first 6 months as a coach, you earn a free ticket to Coach Summit, plus you earn a spot in Beachbody's next exclusive test group. So this is a huge deal, because for the whole time I've been a coach, the only way that you could get into a test group, which is like, when I say a test group, every few months Beachbody is coming out with brand new workout programs, and they gather a select group of coaches to try this program first before it is like launched to coaches and customers. So it's a really unique opportunity, and it is a really amazing way to sort of like catapult your business, and really like, you can blow up your business from being in a test group. And for the longest time, the only people who were allowed in test groups were like the top coaches. And they just changed this recently, and now they are they're having it so that brand new coaches have the opportunity to get into a test group. So if you hit Success Club for 3 months in your first 6 months as a coach, you will get your free ticket to Summit. You will also get a spot in Beachbody's next test group. If you earn it all year long, you will earn yourself a free trip, providing coronavirus isn't still hanging around next year. Okay, so step 1, pick a start date. So pick a date to either have your own group start. You can team up with another coach to run a group, or you can add people into your coach's group. So your coach will be running a challenge group of her own, and you can add people into her group. And this is a great way for you to get started without feeling sort of overwhelmed of like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to start a group. I don't even know what I would post in that. Like that just feels too scary for me. If that's the case, then just plan to add people into your upline's challenge group. And that's totally fine. That's what I encourage all of my new coaches to do. But what I encourage you to do is to pick a date. Because if you don't pick a start date, like, and I know that your coach probably has like a revolving group that's just like always going, but if you don't say on social media, we are starting March 23rd, then you're never going to have that urgency for yourself and for the people watching you. So I encourage you to pick a date so that you have something to work towards. You have a reason to start talking to people and inviting people. So when I first got started as a coach, I just started up my own group, I had nobody in it at first, but I thought, okay, I'm going to start it in 3 weeks from now. So I just picked a start date. And then I was like, oh crap, I got to get some people in this because I can't run a group with nobody in it. So I need to find some people. So what I did, I one day at the playground, like at the school playground, when I dropped my daughter off in kindergarten, I hung out on the schoolyard for a little bit with some of the other moms, like we did every single morning. And I just decided to work up the courage. And I just said to them, hey guys, if I was to start a 21-day health and fitness challenge, would you guys be interested? And they were like, yeah, that would be awesome. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll send you guys some details later. And I think like 2 or 3 of them ended up signing up. And I had like 3 of them in this little accountability group with me for the first time. Just 1 second. My children are screaming at each other. Sorry. And so for my first month in my group, I had 3 other women and we did a program together. I supported them. They got results. They were all really excited. And what that sort of happened was they told a couple other people about this because they thought it was so cool and they told their friends. So the next month I had a couple more people interested because it was like this ripple effect. And then what I did is I got a little more courageous. And one day at work, because I'm a nurse, in the break room, I just said finally to some people in there, I was like, hey guys, if I were to run a 21-day health and fitness challenge, would you guys be interested? And a bunch of them were like, yeah, that would be awesome. And I said, okay, awesome. I'll send you the details tomorrow. And then I had a whole bunch of nurses that I work with sign up and do a challenge with me the next month. And that just sort of started my business because word of mouth got out. A few people told their friends, some people started losing weight, feeling really good. And word of mouth started getting out about what I was doing. And they were like, oh, yeah, send her a message on Facebook. She's running this group. You can do it with us. And that is how it started for me. Meanwhile, I was also posting on social media right from day one about my journey, about what I was doing. I was constantly inviting through my posts, like saying, if you want to do this with me, send me a message. Like, I am loving the way I feel. These containers have changed my life. This shake is amazing. These workouts are great. I'm, getting up early in the morning despite being sleep deprived. I feel more energetic. I was just constantly sharing my journey on social and also talking to people like real humans. And so every month I had a start date, and every month I had new people join me because I kept talking about it and I kept talking to new people. So here are just some examples of some posts that I did just to sort of create some interest. So a before and after is always something that will grab people's attention. So if you do have a before and after, I highly recommend posting it. If you don't have a before and after, that's not a big deal. It is not going to make or break your business. You just need to show up and share why you love this and what this is doing for you. So in this post, I talk about I talk about how, okay, yes, I've definitely had a transformation, no doubt about that. No, I didn't lose 50 pounds, but my body did change quite a bit. For me, the real transformation has been internal. The old me wasn't showing up as my best self. Sometimes I didn't like how I reacted to my kids, to my husband, to other people in my life. I now feel so much more myself. I feel in control. I am also more peaceful and happier than ever because I took action in my life. I started moving my body. I started looking at the foods I was putting into my body. But more importantly, I changed my mindset. So I'm talking a lot about my story, and this is unique to me. So your story is going to be different. So you have to figure out like why you love this and what this has done for you, and then just share that nonstop, basically. So your first invites, I kind of went through how I went ahead and like invited people, the moms on the schoolyard, the nurses that I worked with, and then through my posts on social media. So be consistent in sharing your journey online. I have been so consistent since day one. Since the first day I made my post, I have not stopped. I have just continued to show up for 5 years now. I think it actually might be like exactly 5 years. It was 5 years this month. Start telling your friends and family about this new journey. Don't hold back. Don't be ashamed. Be excited. It's almost like if you like, let's say you have like a concert that, or no, let's do a movie because I don't really do concerts. There's a movie coming out. There's a movie coming to Silver City, and you so desperately want to go see this movie. It's like a chick flick. Your husband's not going to want to go to it. So you call up your girlfriends and you're like, hey guys, do you want to go see this movie Friday night? Like I'm so excited to go see it. It sounds amazing. I want to go. Do you guys want to come with me? So you have no attachment to if they're going to come or not. You're excited about it. You're going to go do it. You're going to go watch this movie. Maybe your friends will come with you. Maybe they won't. Doesn't matter. You're asking them anyways. When you ask them, you're not like worried that they're going to think, oh, is she going to buy it for me? Like you're not worried that they're going to have to put money out, right? You're like, yeah, duh, you're going to have to buy a movie ticket. You're not worried if they say no, or if they think that you're selling them something, or that you're weird for asking, or it's icky. Like, no, you're legit excited about going to see this movie. You're going regardless. You're just asking your friends if they want to come with you. Have the same mindset with this. You are excited about these workouts and Shakeology and Energize and all of our meal plans. You are doing this anyways. You are changing your lifestyle. You want to tell your friends and family, you guys should be doing this with me. Do you care if they do it or not? No, because you're not attached to the outcome. But share this with them. Start making a list of people you already know, because statistically, we each know at least 2,500 people. Neighbors, friends, relatives, coworkers. Like, we know so many people, thousands of people. Start writing down people's names and you will be so surprised. I don't want you to go and invite them. I want you to just start being a human to these people. Start to connect with them. Start to ask them questions, whether they're on social media, because you know what that's going to happen is they're going to say to you, yeah, I saw you've been posting about your workouts. Like, tell me more about that. I can guarantee you that will happen. If you start having more conversations with people, and if you are showing up on social media, people are going to say to you, yeah, so I've been meaning to ask you about like these workouts you're doing, or like the recipes you've been sharing. They're going to become interested in what you're doing because you took the time to be interested in them. So your goal is to connect with at least 3 new people each day, or approximately 20 new people a week. That's just kind of a ballpark number. If you want to get this business off the ground and running, you need to start having conversations with people. And remember, you aren't reaching out to sell them something. You're just reaching out to start a conversation. I make it a priority in my day to just start having as many conversations with people as possible. Because if I can just get to know people better, if I can be interested in them, they are in turn going to be interested in me. And then they're going to want to know more about what I'm doing. So when someone is interested, ask them questions before you give them any information. When you ask, like when somebody says to you, yeah, tell me more about like what you're up, like what you're doing. If you just like blabber out a bunch of information to them, it might not be very effective. But if you stop and you say, yeah, oh my gosh, I would love to give you some details. Like, this has totally been a game changer for me. And then if you ask them, are you working on any specific goals right now? Or what makes you interested? Are you looking to lose some weight, or what piques your interest about this? Because if they open up to you about their struggles, they are already so invested. If they admit out loud to you, like, oh, I'm just so frustrated because I can't get rid of this baby weight, or I just hate how I feel. I wake up with no energy and I feel disgusting, or none of my clothes fit from last year. I can't believe I put on this weight, or I have no idea what to eat anymore. And I feel so low energy. As soon as somebody opens up about that, they're invested. They're going to want what you have to offer, because then you can say, oh my gosh, I know what you mean. I used to feel that way too. This has helped me so much. Let me send you some information and then I'll follow up with you. And then that's when you go and you use one of those third-party tools and you send them some information. Ask your upline for help with navigating the conversation. So if you feel totally lost on what to say or how to ask questions, just ask your upline and she can definitely help you and guide you in the right direction. Like I said before, use the third-party tools in the files section, and recognize and welcome objections as part of the process. More than likely, you had objections at one point, whether it was objections to joining coaching or objections to getting started on your health and fitness. You had them, I had them, it's okay, but just acknowledge that they happen, and it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that's the way humans are. We all kind of resist doing something new. But what I always do with objections is I use that as like posting material. So if someone is saying to me like, well, I don't have time to work out, I'm too busy, then I know like, okay, I need to create some posts sort of around that idea and how I overcame that mindset, because, I'm busy, but somehow I managed to get up and work out every day. And then of course, follow up forever. Just keep following up with people, keep connecting with people. Okay, so share your journey on social media. So yes, you are now a coach, but guess what? That is not all you are. And 3 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago or however long ago you signed up, before that, you weren't a coach. So just because now you signed on the dotted line that you are a coach does not mean that that is all you are, and that is not all you should be posting. You are a human with a life, with like hobbies and interests. So make sure that you are sharing that on social media as well. So this is on the left-hand side, this side. This is just a snapshot of my Instagram feed. So yes, you can see like I've got a before and after there. So I'm into, health and fitness. I've got some food, but you can also see this one is actually, I'm wearing my nursing shirt if you saw the whole thing. So you see that I'm a nurse. You see that I've got kids. Like you can see a lot more of my life here. It's not just me working out, me with my Shakeology cup. And then over here is Camille, one of the leaders on my team. And same thing. You don't look at this and go, oh, she's a Beachbody coach, she's going to try to sell me something. No, you see this and you're like, ooh, I want to know more. Like she's got a cute little family. Like, oh, are they building a house? Like look at her husband and her kids, and oh, she's got an amazing transformation. Like you want to know more. So this is key when you start to share your journey, which hopefully everybody's started to share their journey on this call already. Okay, so what would you do with an extra $800? So let's break it down how you start to earn money right away. So this is based on commission only. We have different ways of earning an income in this business, but in the very beginning, it will be commission based. So in your first month, your goal is to help 3 people get started with a challenge pack. So each time you sell a challenge pack, you earn about $50 in commission. So if you did that with 3 people in your first month, you would earn about $150. Not bad for your first month. In your second month, you do that again. You help another 3 people get started with a challenge pack that earns you another $150. But plus, those first 3 customers in your first month, they continue with their Shakeology, and you get commission from their Shakeology, which is about $32 on just Shakeology. So that earns you another $96. So for a total of $246 in your second month. So already you're climbing your income. In month 3, you do the exact same thing. 3 more people you add into your challenge group. You enroll them with a challenge pack. You earn another $150. And then you get your first month and your second month's customers continue with their Shakeology. So that's 6 customers all getting Shakeology, which means you earn $192 for a total of $396 in your third month. So in 3 months, you have earned $792. And that's just sort of doing like the bare minimum. So you can see how very quickly your income can start to climb with just helping 3 people every single month. And helping 3 people every single month is very simple to do if you are showing up consistently in this business. Okay, so your second goal as a new coach, you want to hit your first rank advancement within your first 30 days. And your first rank advancement is Emerald. So that is enrolling 2 people as a coach. These people can be friends, they can be family, they just simply want the discount. So they don't need to necessarily be interested in building the business the way we are, but they can be just friends and family who simply want to help you out, who are interested in our programs and our products and want to get a discount. So for instance, my first 2 coaches on my team were my husband and my sister-in-law, because I basically just went to both of them and said, listen, I want to get to my first rank advancement. You are going to love Shakeology, so you might as well get a discount. Will you please sign up? Basically, just give me your information. I'm signing you up. My sister-in-law is still a coach 5 years later, does not work the business. She just drinks Shakeology every month, and same with my husband. So it's just about having a conversation with people. If getting to Emerald, if hitting your first rank advancement is something that you want to do, you will make it happen, because it's just having conversations with people who are close to you. Because most of the time, our friends and family, they want to help us out. They want to support us. So why would you want to do this? Why would you want to hit your first rank advancement in the first 30 days as a coach? Well, because it's going to earn you Success Club points. And that ties into our first goal as a new coach of hitting Success Club. So when you sign up a coach, you earn 2 Success Club points. So if you were to get to Emerald this month, that means you signed up to 2 coaches with a challenge pack. You would already be at Success Club 4. So you are almost at your Success Club goal, which is 6, Success Club 6. You will earn commission on enrolling both of those people. So you'll earn about $50 commission on signing up both of those, your friends, family as coaches. And also you get some major recognition and credibility in this business. When you hit your first rank advancement, you are shouted out, you are recognized by the team, you're recognized by Beachbody. It's a big deal. And it gives you credibility, because guess what? People might be looking at you and thinking, oh yeah, here she goes, she's starting up a business. But then all of a sudden, you hit your first rank advancement and people start to take you a little bit more seriously. They're like, oh, she's actually doing this. Like, she's making something out of this. That gives you credibility, and that's a big, big deal. You also get to earn what we call Team Cycle bonus. So I talked about how earning commission is the first way that you will earn an income as a coach. Team Cycle bonus is the second way that you will earn money as a coach. And that only happens when you are an Emerald coach. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, because you'll learn more about that in the training. but essentially you start to earn income from our entire team. Remember when I showed you in the back office where you might see new coaches being added into your organization? This is where it's beneficial because those coaches accumulate volume for you, which is Team Cycle bonus. So each week, Beachbody pays coaches who are Emerald and above a certain amount of money based on how well their team is doing. So the coaches in their downline. I'm not going to go too much into that, but if you have specific questions, let me know. If you aren't an Emerald coach, you don't ever get to get Team Cycle bonus. So it's a big deal to just get to Emerald, get the Team Cycle bonus. And then also when you are an Emerald coach and you hit Success Club, Beachbody will give you free customers. This is huge. So every single day there are customers who go to the Beachbody website because they want Beachbody on demand or they want to buy Shakeology. Like people all over the world are wanting to get their hands on Beachbody's products. When those people enroll with the Team Beachbody website, Beachbody gives those customers to coaches. They're like, this customer is going to be yours, this customer is going to be yours. So when you are an Emerald coach and you're hitting Success Club, Beachbody is going to be like, oh, well, here, have these customers this month because they signed up, they bought something, but they don't have a coach. So they give these customers to you. So it's incredible. You'll log into your back office one day and you'll see that you have a new customer who Beachbody just gave to you. So you have their contact information. You can email them. You can say, hey, I'm your coach. I'd love to be able to help you. What were you looking for? Or I saw you purchase Beachbody on demand. Can I add you into my group? It's amazing how much money you can actually make over time from these free customers because they go on to buy stuff and you get the commission from what they purchase. Not to mention, I have had a lot of customers end up becoming coaches on my team that Beachbody has given to me. So when I say that getting to Emerald and hitting Success Club in your first 30 days is important, it is if you are trying to build a business because all of these perks are just going to help you so much in getting this business off the ground and running. So again, that's very complicated. You're going to learn a lot more about it in the team training. So this is just a bit of a snapshot, but just ask questions. So what's next? First of all, you are going to commit to your program. You're going to drink your shake. You're going to drink your Energize. You're going to do your daily personal development. A great book that I love is The Slight Edge, if you're looking for any recommendations. And then you're going to begin sharing your journey and inviting other people to join you. Don't wait until you feel ready or until you finished your program or until your life settles down because you're never going to be ready. Just start sharing now. Get into the next New Coach Workshop, which is on the team calendar. So if you look at the team calendar, you will see when the New Coach Workshop is, and then dive into the team training. Don't get overwhelmed. Take it one step at a time, one conversation, one goal at a time, okay? That is all I have for slides. So, questions? Anything? No? Nothing? It's clear? Crystal clear? Okay, awesome. Well, if you do have any questions at all, just send me a message or your upline. And yeah, thanks for jumping on, guys. See ya.